Today we're going to take you on a tour of our favorite European city, Dublin, Ireland. One of the first places I recommend you visit would be the Guinness Storehouse.
Oh, definitely. I'm not lying. Guinness tastes better here than anywhere in the world. No trip to Dublin would be complete without going to the Guinness Storehouse. Make sure you do a tour to learn all about the history and drink a pint or two. We're starting our Guinness tour right where it all began. This is where Arthur Guinness started his journey making great Guinness beer, and it's going to be here for another 9,000 years because he signed a 9,000-year lease. So I think it's going to stick around a while. Located in the St. James Gate Brewery, Guinness started his business in 1759 and has been a staple of Ireland ever since. Well, according to this sign, Guinness gives you strength, so let's go have a pint. We've come to the interactive part of our Guinness tour, the tasting room. Follow me. It's a room of magic.
Welcome.
Well, hello, thank you so much.
Cutest little Guinness you're ever likely to see.
Oh, look at this cute little mini pint of Guinness here. Do I smell it like wine?
Smell it, get the aroma, and then make sure to draw through the foam of the beer. Don't sip the foam.
Okay, draw through.
Draw through.
Now this is how you taste the Guinness. You must draw through the foam. Am I in heaven?
Water is pumped directly from the Wicklow Mountains, giving it its signature taste, and you get to see that in a blue cascade waterfall. During the tour, you see how the grains are processed using 100,000 tons of barley each year. There are several opportunities to drink Guinness in different tasting rooms throughout the brewery. Each tour ends with a free pint on the rooftop bar overlooking Dublin.
One of the coolest areas, and definitely my favorite, is the Temple Bar. You can head there, hit some traditional Irish pubs, and grab some great food. We're here in the historic O'Donoghue's.
If you go to one pub, check out the heritage-designated O'Donoghue's. It's legendary for its live music and was home to the famous Dubliners for more than 40 years.
And you can't come to Dublin without doing a pub crawl.
Besides Temple Bar, there are many popular areas, but a tourist spot that's hot is Grafton Street. People go there for shopping, dining, and pub life.
When the sun goes down, South William Street is the place to be.
When you're in Dublin, make sure you go to the pubs and listen to some traditional Irish music or check out a comedy show. There's some really good ones right in the Temple Bar area.
So we're here at the Guinness Storehouse with Donald, who's going to show me how to pour a perfect pint of Guinness. All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. First off, you know what this is?
It's a Guinness pint glass.
It's a Guinness. Hey, you're way ahead of the game.
Yeah. It's like I work here.
This is absolutely essential when you're pouring a Guinness. Like all beers, it's better if you pour it into the glass intended. The Guinness shaped glass, this is called a gravity glass, one of our newer styles. It's going to make sure that that lovely velvety smooth foam that you find at the top, that stays all the way down.
Okay, great. Okay? How to pour the perfect glass of Guinness. First the glass with the harp to the tap pointing at the harp. Pull down, let her go at a 45-degree angle, keep hitting the harp. La la la, look at that luscious gold. And as it starts to hit the harp, tip it up, even it out as it hits the top, ease off. Look at that. I'm on my way to pouring the perfect pint of Guinness.
So we'll see now. It's not full yet, but it's not supposed to be. It will be later. It's going to settle now. If we hold that up, you can see that.
The cascade?
Exactly. We call it the surge of Guinness. The nitrogen that we've just added to the beer is going to rise to the top, make the foam, and when the beer is completely dark in about 90 seconds, then we can worry about the second part.
All right.
Now, the great thing is, I've already got enough foam in there. I've got enough nitrogen gas. I don't need any more.
Right.
But I don't have enough beer yet. So, there's got to be something we can do to fill that up with more beer, but no more nitrogen.
No more nitrogen.
No more nitrogen gas.
Don't let the spout touch the stout. Here we go. There you go. And finally, this needs to go towards the customer, the Guinness label.
One of the most famous things to see in all of Ireland is the Book of Kells, and it's right here on the grounds of Trinity College.
And it's a pristine book, which is over 1,200 years old, and includes the chapters of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. It's quite exquisite and something you have to see while you're here.
Now, there's no photography or video in the Book of Kells itself, but we are in the long hall, and this is an extraordinary, extraordinary room filled with 250,000 books. Wow.
When you're in Dublin, make sure that you come to the Skyline at Croke Park. You get an amazing view and an education about hurling.
Hurling is the original Gaelic game dating back 3,000 years, and you must give it a try when in Dublin.
All right, I'm here, I got my hurley, and I'm ready to hit the schlitter and see how fast I can actually do it. So let's see. Woo! 21 kilometers an hour. Woo!
The Irish are definitely passionate about it, and you'll get bonus points if you know a little bit about their favorite sport.
They're cheering for me. So we're all geared up and ready to go here on the Etihad Skyline Walk. Let's go.
Now this is cool. Take a look at the view.
Loving the Skyline Walk here at Croke Park.
For a little adventure, head to the Skyline Walk at Croke Park for a bird's eye view of the famous hurling field. It's Dublin's highest viewpoint, giving excellent views of the city and a behind-the-scenes look at the stadium.
That's a view. Well, it was a great tour today. Thank you very much, Paddy. It's a great way to see the stadium and a great way to see the city. Happy hurling, and I'm looking forward to seeing a game here with 82,000 people. I think it'll be pretty awesome. Woohoo!
Don't forget to cross the Haypenny Bridge. It's been connecting Dublin over the River Liffey since 1816. One of the places to learn all about Dublin when you start your trip through the city is the Little Museum of Dublin.
What I loved about this museum is that it has an eclectic mix of historic things that have been crowdsourced. So everything from their U2 collection to the first Irish independent office and everything in between. So you really get a great feel for what it was like back here in the 20th century in Dublin.
When you're in Dublin, jump on a lazy bike tour to see the city. All right, everybody, we are here at the Lazy Bike Tours here in Dublin, just out of Temple Bar, and we're here with Q. He's going to be guiding us today.
You're going to see some of the big sites, and you're going to see parts of the city that you normally wouldn't see. It's kind of the hidden side of Dublin as well.
Amazing. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to get suited up, and we're going to be off. And we're riding electric bikes.
Electric bikes, big orange electric bikes, so you won't be able to be missed on the road.
Amazing, and that's why it's a lazy bike. We don't have to work too hard. No. Thank God, I just had some oysters for breakfast, so that's good for me. Watch for the bus is making a left because we're going straight to Christchurch. These fully guided tours take you to all the historic sites as you ride easy on electric bicycles.
Dublin has no shortage of castles and churches. If you wander around the city, you'll definitely stumble upon great churches like St. Patrick's Cathedral, and you can visit Dublin Castle, another place which has some great history to it.
And Christchurch as well. One of the best ways to see that is to take a lazy bike tour. Okay, the next stop on our bike tour is the Old City Wall. This is the last remaining portion of the Old City Wall from the medieval city.
So we're heading into Sweny's to learn a little bit about James Joyce and this amazing chemist. Let's go.
Literary fans will love this shop as owner PJ shares colorful Dublin stories and hosts daily readings from your favorite James Joyce novel.
And there's a lot of literary history in Dublin as well. Oscar Wilde actually has his house right there, not far from Sweny's.
You can stand by his statue and see him looking at his childhood home.
And if you're looking to get a great sense of the city, join a walking tour like the Lacool walking tour, which takes you around the city. You get to meet the locals, local businesses, and you really get a feel for what it's like to be a Dubliner here.
What I love about the Lacool walking tour is that it's about today. Yeah. As Michael, the owner, said, you know, the past never changes, but the present is always evolving. And you get to get the real heartbeat of the city when you take this tour.
A Saturday morning wouldn't be complete in Dublin without a visit to the Temple Bar food market here. And we're at the Temple Bar Oyster Bar. Why not have some oysters and some wine? You're in Dublin. Who cares if it's before noon, right?
Come
to Trinity College.
Trinity College is home to the Book of Kells, but it's worth walking around the grounds to see its 400-year history and to explore its 4 major squares. It's a beautiful campus in Dublin. For a little bit of Dublin's dark historic past,
make sure you visit the Kilmainham Jail.
And the prison tour begins.
It has a history about everything that went on in the uprising in 1916. It was overcrowded, it was horrible and horrific conditions. They executed hundreds of people at this jail, but it really was a place where Ireland's history was built. That was the start of Ireland gaining its independence.
It'd be awful to be incarcerated here. The living conditions were so cramped.
A hidden gem is Newman's University Church located in St. Stephen's Green, which is a popular park for tourists in Dublin. It has a link to the jail since during the 1916 uprising, British soldiers established a machine gun post on the church's rooftop. Today, it is a beautiful sanctuary modeled after the Basilica of San Clemente in Rome, and if you get a chance, make sure you pop inside. And finally, check out the painted doors of Dublin. In the 1700s, there was a building boom in Dublin. The problem was, they all looked the same. So, when many a drunk Irishman walked into the wrong house after a night at the pub, they decided to paint all their doors different colors so that people would know where their home was. So we hope you enjoyed our city tour of Dublin.
And if you did, make sure to subscribe to our channel below.